I'm good.
That's what's up. You got this album right or no?
Nope, never bought it. I bought
Gotcha.
this. I had bought the single back in the day. I had the Suspended in Time single,
Ooh, that's a rarity.
like the mix with Emil. I had that one.
Got you. Just to let you know, two things. We are gonna do one inside the Zoom tonight, and we're gonna do the other one tomorrow. And after we talk about
Okay.
the album, I gotta go downstairs and put something to cook and everything before we do the inside the
Of
Zoom.
course you do. No, of course you do. You greedy bastard, you.
Now, cause I was supposed to be
Christian,
here
what's
mad
up?
early. My coworker came mad late.
Christian, what's up, bro?
Hey, Chris.
So,
Yeah, man. Cause I'm not trying to buy no food until this weekend
man,
because I'm trying to save money for the music video and shit.
right, right.
I do gotta text you later on. Shit.
Huh?
I gotta text you some wild shit later on.
Oh boy. So what's today's news, Reg? What's the news today?
Oh no, no, I'll tell you. I don't want to say it on public and shit.
No. So Christian said, "What's today's news?"
Oh, that part. Shit, man. Nothing really mind blowing today, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing really mind
Okay.
blowing. Uh, let me see what I'm missing. Hold on. I be forgetting. I be telling the current events before the review
Mm,
actually starts. I be forgetting that.
right. What's wrong with you? Yo, there's little brother documentary is coming out on the 24th. We gotta review that.
On Paramount. Paramount.
Nah, it's on YouTube. That's on their channel.
Okay, cool.
The Paramount one is Drez documentary came out today actually. Yesterday it came out.
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah. I
So
gotta watch
we
that.
gotta review that also. Drez Black Sheep documentary on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
Man,
we'll see. We'll plan it out. I
it's
just got a
like
quick.
six documentaries right now we ain't talk about yet.
We'll eventually talk about it. Don't worry.
My thoughts on what Wale's team said Puff hang him. Well, they should have killed his ass. If Wale ain't making no good music anymore,
No,
next time they hold him on a balcony, drop him.
Wale denied that shit. Honestly.
He denied it. I don't believe
Yeah.
that. I think Puff did do it. Puff is the new the East Coast version of Suge Knight. You know,
Hmm.
they should have dropped him on his head because he hasn't come out with nothing great in years. And then when he do come out with shit, he's bitching about how nobody respects him and the critics talk shit about him. Drop that nigga off the balcony. You know, when was the last we were supposed to do a Wale discussion? We didn't even do that shit. Red said fuck Wale.
We were supposed to do a Wale discussion. When?
That's what you said. You said earlier in the year that you wanted to do like a Wale breakdown and shit.
Oh
You
man,
was high, huh?
I probably did say that, but I was just like, do I really want to listen to Wale?
You was like, fuck that.
Leave me alone. Everybody, leave me alone.
But Wale got like two good albums, man. I'm not in no rush to talk about him.
I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb tonight because I'm gonna just get on my nerves. Jesus.
Yeah, we going that's gonna be a hit show when that come out. Surviving P Diddy.
Okay, thank you. Got that out the way.
I'm already tired of Puff. I'm tired of talking about Puff again for the wrong reasons. Because it's not gonna be about music because he don't drop nothing great.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about this whole situation too. Let's just. I
You know,
really don't
this
want to
shit
talk
is
about
over with. She got her money, and maybe now people will cancel culture that motherfucker out the game. Y'all quick to cancel Will Smith and shit.
it. Nah, Will Smith ain't canceled. Will is not canceled. They trying to, but he's not. So Beverly Hills Cop 4 Eddie Murphy is filming that.
That's done already. I think.
That was done.
Yeah, I think it's done. They're just waiting for a date for it for Netflix. I don't know. I have a feeling that ain't gonna do good, yo.
Yeah, I don't know. They said he was going through some pain when he was doing that shit. I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
because he waited too long. Like he didn't want. There was a time when he wasn't doing no R-rated films because he had young kids and he was doing Doctor Doolittle and Nutty Professor and all that shit. Meet Dave, and now he want to finally come back to his roots, and he too old to do his own stunts. You know.
I'm about to start in 5 minutes, bro.
All right. I hope it's good because it's been way too long. The last one came out in the '90s, so I hope it's good.
I'm ready for Neko's album. That's what I'm waiting for.
Big Willie, Bad Boys 4 will be a good movie. Will Smith owned the summers. He definitely has more box office draw.
And plus, he has a dope podcast, the Class of '88 podcast and shit too. So
Huh?
he's keeping himself busy. It's Jada that's running her fucking mouth. And now his best friend, or his former best friend, wants to come out with a book. I mean, I'm just tired of all this shit.
Crazy.
Like y'all act like they're the only Hollywood couple that be doing shit. Like, come on, there's plenty of other toxic Hollywood couples, but y'all be dick riding their asses. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
Oh, man.
Like, y'all just want to make everybody controversial. That's why I can't stand social media and shit.
Man.
And you know the gag is the
Uh-huh.
biggest gag was that regarding the whole Chris Rock shit. A lot of
Uh-huh.
y'all black people don't even fuck with Chris Rock like that. Let's keep it a buck, man. Come on, I don't even fuck with Chris Rock like that. After Chris Rock said the N word in front of all them white people and shit. Come on now,
Crazy.
Jesus Christ, I swear, asinine. And now Chris Rock is trying to do a movie about Martin Luther King and shit.
What?
You didn't hear?
He's playing Martin Luther King in the movie?
No, he's directing the movie a Martin Luther King biopic or some shit.
Chris Rock is directing the movie.
Yeah,
Wow. Because that worked out the last time, right?
right.
Man, that's crazy.
That's very crazy. What else is going on? I feel a lot of shit's happening. Oh, the Soul Train Awards. Um,
Okay. What is
Sunday.
that?
Sunday.
Sunday. How we feeling about that?
Some of the nominees. I'm not mad about most of the nominees, and Kiki Palmer's. They just got Kiki Palmer just because of the whole situation. They don't want her to talk shit. Let's keep it a buck.
Right.
Because the BT Awards was just this year was just minus the hip hop shit was just all over the place.
So she's gonna be hosting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Chris Rock and Steven Spielberg is directing it. Oh, so they're going for another Oscar next year. That's what it is. That's they're going for Oscar.
Steven
If you're
Spielberg.
doing an MLK movie with Steven Spielberg, they definitely targeting the Oscars for that.
I had a long day. I gotta be up at 9 a.m. Okay. I'll start in 1 more minute. Let me just send this quick text. All right, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right. What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try in the building with me.
Yo,
All right, and today, usually I would start off with like an album review on this day in hip hop, but I'm just gonna go jump right straight to this review because if you guys read the title, on this day, November 21st, well, November 22nd technically, but you know what I mean. This album came out, Group Home's debut album, Living Proof, November 21st, 1995, on Payday under FFRR. Group Home consists of members Lil Dap and Malachi the Nutcracker. Um, it was produced by Primo, well, Gangstar and Big Jazz. Big Jazz pretty much did one beat on this album. Guest appearances include Guru, Big Shug, Absolute, Smiley the Ghetto Kid, and Brain Sick Enterprise. Um, yeah, man. Group Home. Finally talking about this album. I wanted to actually get my hands on this record, but it's so hard to come by these days.
it is. It is
Very hard to come by. You know
definitely.
how we always do it. How did you get into Group Home?
I got in the group home with Gangstar. You know what I'm saying? Just well, the Malachi when Malachi was on the Words from the Nutcracker on Hard to Earn, and Little Dap was on the Speaker Cloud joint, and when Superstar came out, I was like the first single from them, and that shit blew up everywhere. Like the video, black and white, and radio played that, video outlets played that. That was like a smash hit for them. And then Living Proof came out after, and that blew up, and so we was like already waiting for their album, and man, it was dope. Primo was in his prime, doing the Gangstar stuff, doing J. Rule, Bahamadia drops, the MOP shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was in his prime at this point, and we were just waiting. We were just waiting for this album to come out, two smash hits, and then the album drops, and a whole bunch of bangers off this album. And I remember I bought Suspended in Time, and that was a single. I remember buying the single for that. It had like the radio mix with the chick from Groove Theory, Emil Larrieux, was singing on it, and the B side for that was the realness on that
Right.
single, and that was well, two of my favorites from the album. And yo, it was just authentic boom bap. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's always been for me. It's always been one of Primo's best produced albums.
Yeah.
Like outside of the Gangstar, I've always said like outside of the Gangstar albums Fireman Squad, Bombadil's first album, two J. Root albums, and this album, it to me is like his best produced albums, and that to me will always define his career. You know what I'm saying? Like in with every great producer, you got a couple of projects or that one defining project that defines their sound and who they are. And I think those albums for those artists just defines who Primo is and his sound and his contributions to hip hop after 50 years. To me, it's a phenomenal album, and you know there was talk, even back then there was like you heard things about little rappers were better, lyricists than Nutcracker, and I read like reviews about the album and how people felt like they had like ABC rhymes and shit. They wasn't like really lyrical like that. But
We'll talk about it.
yeah, I felt like the rhymes fit the production. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they needed to be complex with their rhyme schemes and all that to reach people with the music. So
That's a very great story, bro.
BJ, where you been, nigga? What's good? He tagged me in a J Cole freestyle over the 93 till Infinity beat.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah,
That's dope.
93 till Infinity was great. That's a great album from Souls and Mischief.
Yes, sir. All right. Pretty much how I got into group home. Um, like I don't really have like a grand story and everything like that. I remember hearing like the Superstar song. I think a lot. You know, just on random like music video channel like BT and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Then when I was really getting into hip hop and getting my Gangstar bag and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I just honestly started bumping the Gurus and J with the Damagers, and I came across this album, and I feel like a lot of people like talk a lot about this album and stuff like that too when it comes to like Primo's production. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like this album. I mean, Group Home, do I call them underrated? I feel like they have a very original style that's very that speaks towards like the underground scene. Like these are true underground cats and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, regarding their rapping and everything, personally, I never really called them top tier lyricists. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Some of their rhymes, I'm not gonna lie, kind of corny. I'm not gonna hold you, but they when they do come correct, they do come correct and everything like that. Because this album kind of growing on me in recent years. Honestly, I never disliked the album. I just want to make that known right now.
We've heard worse when it comes to
Yeah,
when it comes to
we've definitely
lyricism.
heard
We've heard
worse.
worse than them. I don't think they
Yeah,
were they were corny at all.
yeah, we definitely heard worse. But at the same time, they definitely were true to their own style. They didn't want to change it for nobody, which is one thing I can always respect about Group Home. I'm more of a DAP fan than Nutcracker, to keep it a buck with you. But
Hmm.
again, we'll talk more about that. So, for those who don't know who Group Home are, they were a hip hop duo. You know what I'm saying? That's coming straight from New York City. It consists of members Lil Dap and Malachi the Nutcracker. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much when it came to that, I think they were friends growing up and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And they had a love for hip hop. And to 1992, fast forward to 1992, you know what I'm saying? They made their first appearance on the Wax. Well, Dap made his first appearance on Wax, excuse me, on the Daily Operation album from Gangstar, the song "I'm the Man." I love that record. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope record. I kind of like "I'm the Man" a bit more than "Speak Your Clout" from Hard to Earn.
Right.
"Speak Your Clout" was still good,
Um.
but "I'm the Man," it I don't know, the quotables, the beat, and
Yeah.
everything like that too. Everyone just came correct and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Speaking of "Speak Your Clout," that also came out in 1994 on the Hard to Earn album and stuff like that too, which That's another one of my favorite Gangstar albums. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Lil Dat pretty much was affiliated with Gangstar while Gangstar was still under Wild Pitch and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And Malachi, he would also appear on the Step in the Arena video and everything like that too. Um, it's a weird story I got when I was researching this album that Malachi was actually going through some legal issues, and the judge pretty much told him if you wanted to avoid incarceration, you had to record this album. I don't know if
Really?
that's 100%. I don't know if that's true.
So that was what, work release for him or something?
I guess so.
Wow.
I don't know if that's 100% true. All my group home fans, if y'all want to validate that story, then I would definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Pretty much, on Hard to Earn, not only did Dap appear on Speak Your Clout, but Malachi, he had the skit called Words from the Nutcracker. I can't talk to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely did review on all the Gangstar albums, minus the posthumous one, which that's gonna come very soon. So y'all can check out my thoughts on all those songs. So 1 year later, they were working on their debut album and everything like that too, which would be known as Living Proof. Primo did the majority of the production. He did the majority of the production on it and stuff like that too. Like yeah, you had help from Guru, and of course you had help from Big Jazz and everything, but this was like all Primo, and this was '95 Primo. So y'all should fucking know and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So now this album came out in 1995 and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So this is the album cover right here. Pretty cool album cover. You know what I'm saying? Just them just chilling and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, definitely fits. It fits the mood of the music, so I can fuck with that. All right, so this album has 13 tracks, and let's get started with the intro, which is titled the intro. Okay, it's just a little short instrumental. You know what I'm saying from Primo and everything like that too. Love the drums, love the bass line and everything. So yeah, this one right here was a pretty dope track. It's a nice way to kick out the album.
Yeah, this was, I love the beat. I wish they had Rondo with this beat. Like the
I
beat,
did,
the intro beat was fire, and you know, just a great way to open up the album.
yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Like it just like literally just set the whole tone, just a dark landscape and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Track number two is Inner City Life. Love this record right here. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely another very, very, very great song. Just talking about that street life and everything like that too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The beat from Primo, definitely is among my favorites on this album. Just to let you guys know, I'm not just gonna over crave the beat. I'm gonna also talk about how Dap Malachi did. And if I say
Uh-huh.
they flowed, I'm gonna say they flowed. If they didn't flow, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen reviews on this album, and they always just talk about the production, and they don't even mention anything about Dap and Nutcracker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Inner City Life is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Love it.
Yeah, in Any City Life, this was a dope ass track. Definitely enjoyed it. I love the beat and the whole Nas IXL then prevail sample from it ain't hard to tell, and little Dap killed it. He said, I'm eating curry chicken and rice and these hoes look nice. Smoking la la with my niggas till the day turns night. Loved his flow on this. This was a banger.
Definitely. All right, track number three is the title track, Living Proof. Love this record right here. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, just talking about again, like life growing up in the environment and everything like that too. They don't really switch up a lot of the subject matter, just letting you know that right from the grip. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, um, I love the Primo's drums on this one and everything like that. The drums and the loop definitely spoke volumes for me. So yeah, this was a pretty good track.
This is my joint, a classic record. The beat, the bass line, the Inspector Deck sample. Life is a short. He shouldn't be so rough. Like classic. you know, record, Little Dap. He's saying, scared of death ass rappers don't get no props. Scared to come through the ghetto talking about busting shots. See, I could walk around the ghetto standing peace and at ease. Get my ghetto crowd open, yo. You know what I mean. Indeed, see what I see, then you know what I mean. I love this flow. Like his flow just fit Primo's production, and both of them killed it. Nutcracker did his thing. There's a video for this. It was great. Definitely a classic record.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you right there. All right, now serious rap shit featuring Guru and Big Shug. One of my favorite songs on this album. You know what I'm saying? Guru actually did the beat to this one. You know what I'm saying? Dope beat from Guru. I love the way how Guru started this. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it starts off with that beat that dun 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 dun,
Yeah.
and then all year that bang down, and then Goo just set it off like from Jump Street. I thump beats that's banging in the street. See now my cipher is complete. I got each of my brothers on my side, right and left. Who's next to flex? I got more thrills than sex. Microphone is like a loaded Mac. Who's that there that's trying to hold us back? I don't think
Mhm.
so. We attack the premises. I'm like your nemesis, and devils better remember this. Woo! The G-U-R-U of the gang can always hang. I'll string you out with the dope that I slang. He This might be one of my favorite Guru verses he's ever done. I put that up there with the Wick song. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what no one says. Everyone else did their thing, but to me, Guru stole the show.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the Guru definitely like to start it off. He definitely had the best verse. I think that's probably they did that deliberately. Like, yo, we're gonna have Guru on this, and he gonna start it off, and it was a dope ass beat. It was two different beats. The intro beat was fire, and then you got the main beat. The main beat was fire, and yeah, it was a banger.
Definitely a banging up track. Next track we got is Suspended in Time. You know what I'm saying? Another one of my favorite tracks on this album and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, Primo definitely did his thing with this beat with the flutes and the keys. Yes, you hear flute samples. You know what I'm saying? You hear flute sounds in hip hop way before Andre, but that's another story for a different day. Um, what I got from this song, honestly, is just talking about how they have to stay focused and they're not trying to go back to being incarcerated and everything like that too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Which is kind of why they named the song "Suspended in Time."
Hmm.
Damn, this rain is getting crazy. I definitely feel like Dap definitely did his thing on this track right here. You know what I'm saying? I love the line where he says, um, "This is for my niggas and chicks who live in the ghetto. We'll walk the streets of gold, diamonds, and pearls and girls. And there's nothing better than this because we're in a new world, seeing people everywhere when I thought I saw before." You know what I'm saying? I love that line and
Right.
stuff. This is probably among the more personal songs that they've ever done in their discography and shit like that. Well, they're just short discography. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, this is a pretty great song.
Yeah, like I love this track. The beat, the bass line, it was real melodic. It had like a melodic, like certain Primo beats have like a melodic undertone to it, like a melodic type of sadness. You know, and there's a video for it as well, and Little Dap did his thing. Nutcracker loved his verse, and he said, Nutcracker doing hits by the dozen. When I make moves, I ride the train with my cousin. Nowhere near simple. My mental flex more complex than Mozart instrumental. From my temple, time's a bad sign. And if you're doing that, you're suspending your time. I love that. And the video basically depicts what you just said, like them, avoiding prison again, which they had that issue in real life going on, and I love the radio mix with Emil Lariou because she added more soul to it, like her singing like fit over the
Yes,
chorus, and it was more ad libbing from her, like towards the end of the song, and I love that version as well, and then for the album version, like after the track fades off, you got J. Rule, the Damager, talking about protecting the seeds and the earth and all that, and I thought it's another classic record.
I agree with you. Another classic record indeed. Next song is Sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? It's another one of those serious songs right here too. What I got from this song right here is that when you're in the streets and everything like that too, you always have to make sacrifices just to stay ahead. You know what I'm saying? It's just to just to get your bread, stack your
Right.
paper. You always have to make a certain sacrifice and shit too. So this one
Mm.
was another favorite of
This was a banger. Definitely love the beat and the piano chords on it, the bass line. And then Nutcracker, like he starts off like talking in like a he got sound like he got like he's talking in like with a helium type of voice.
mine. Oh
Like
my god!
he's like
I don't know.
it's
I don't know
okay to
what he
make
was doing.
mistakes. Life is all about sacrifices and I'm like why did he need to talk in that type of voice though? You know what I mean?
Now you see why I prefer that over Nutcracker.
I didn't understand. I
But
just thought
I do feel like
mm,
I didn't mean to cut you off. I do feel like Group
no,
Home lyrically they stepped their game up on their second album, but I'm gonna
mm.
talk about that when we talk about it.
I didn't understand the need for him to talk in like in an altering type of voice. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't needed, but the track is banging. I definitely think it's an album banger.
Definitely. Um, Next track we got is Up Against the Wall, the low budget mix. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't really care for this version of this track. I like the other version. Stay tuned on that.
Same, same.
You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like their flow on this track. I feel like their flow didn't really fit well with this beat. You know what I'm saying? Because the beat
Right.
from Primo, it was decent. You know, it
It's
was
dope.
pretty
Yeah.
dope. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
they just kind of ruined it for me. I kind of feel like the other version was the original version, and what they
Mhm.
did, they just took the acapella and they just placed it on this beat. That's what I kind of felt like though, because
Right.
something was kind of off with this track. That's another story for a different day.
I thought it's dope. Like if you there's been certain MCs to freestyle over both of those beats and they sound dope. So I think it's all about I think it's all about the MC that sound good over this type of this version. You know what I'm saying? But it's a dope version. I prefer the other one though.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the other one too. Give me 1 second. Perfect. All right. Now, next track is called "Forgive My Sins." I'm gonna keep it real with you. This might actually be their best performance on the album. Keyword:
Really,
best performance.
really,
Not my favorite song. Not my favorite
best
song.
performance. Okay.
Yes, this they actually flowed lyrically. They were doing their thing, and
Mm.
guess who did this beat? Jazzo.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. First of all, I don't like the album he came out with, Abnormal, but he is a dope. He was doing a lot of shit around this time. I will
Mm.
give him like his production around this time was like very dark and very underground
Mm.
and shit like that too. You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? But back to this song right here. What I got from this track pretty much it's just pretty much again them talking about their fucking life and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? And they're just trying to just trying to set an example, but at the same time it's just like they don't know if they're gonna wake up the next day or not. You know what I'm saying? I do like the line from Nutcracker when he said, "I don't understand the world today. A lot of people die in the evilest way, mentally disturbed from the things I saw, dead bodies in the crib, dead bodies on the floor." You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like this line on that one. You know, what was I about to say? Yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, it was dope. Again, it's like two beats on the first intro beat was fire. Then we got the main beat and we got some horns on it. It's a dope track.
Yeah, very dope track indeed. All right, next track is Baby Paw. This is a weird track, honestly. This is a very
Mm.
weird track, but fuck it. So I it starts off with like niggas like just doing some
Playing
shit. Looks
dice.
sound like they playing dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Uh-huh.
Playing dice and everything. But then the whole story. Somebody's money ain't right, somebody ain't getting the right cut. So,
Right.
niggas start fighting and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So then at the second half, you had what's his name? Lil Dap just dropping a quick verse and everything like that too, yeah, man. Would you again? It was kind of a weird. I don't know why exactly they called it Baby Paw. I don't, but yeah.
It's a short track. There's only one verse by Dap. It's a short verse by him. You got dudes playing dice in the beginning of the track. With the beat is dope. Primo again with the beats, fire beat, the bass line. Dap saying, "So we struggle and strive, niggas, just to stay alive. I send fear in this pussy rappers rhyming, okay." Short verse, not a lot to it. It should have been an interlude of anything, but it's considered a track, a full track.
Well, to each his own. Next song is 2000. Yeah, that's the next song.
Yeah.
My favorite track on this album, honestly. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes, indeed.
This track right here. Every time I think of Gangstar, I always think of this track first.
Uh-huh.
Love that beat from Primo. You know what I'm saying? It has like a very jazzy, upscale kind of feel compared to like the rest of the album and everything like that too. I love the use of that Donald Byrd sample.
Hmm.
And what I got from this song is just like them talking about how they're gonna take over the hip hop game and everything like that too. The song didn't really age that well, but it was a very very dope track. They were very optimistic about their future. Again, crazy thing. I actually liked what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name?
Grand Puba.
Malachi.
Oh.
Huh?
I thought he was gonna reference Grand Puba.
Oh,
But
no. Oh, why do you think I would reference Grand Puba?
2000, he had a whole album called 2000.
Oh man, I don't even worry about that. But yeah, man. I like the line when Nutcracker said, "Yo, I'm a legend, and none can even step to me. I just perform on that ass like an assembly." Okay. So what I'm up, I'm kicking down doors, leaving your sword for my literature. Raw is how I get, and mic I rip. Bullets I use to insert in my clip. Fuck the bullshit. I bust a shot to your head. Another business hit, leaving motherfuckers dead. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
He definitely went in on that. Like Dap did his thing too, but Malachi was in rare form
yes,
with this song right here. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
I love this song on 2000. This is actually my favorite Gangstar song ever.
I don't group home. I
You said
think
what?
it was your favorite group home song. You said Gangsta.
Oh damn. The group
I
home.
think
Sorry
this. I
about
don't
that.
think this song ages at all. I think you see like in the '90s, like how there was certain artists that was already thinking about the future and the next decade from then, and they titled it 2000. And I think it was a dope beat from Primo, the piano loop, the bass line, the chorus. 95 is yours, 2000 is mine, and we're walking through the ghetto when the feeling is fine. Love the chorus. Nutcracker to me was the star of this track.
Yes.
He said, "Hey, yo, brain cells bust when I flow with the rough touch. Opponents that step up get fucked up. Gangsta style, buck while I'm living trife. To be precise, yo, I kill a fucking mic." Yes, he was not too many times on this album that he stole the show, but he definitely took the show on this one. Little Dap did
I
his thing, but yeah, this was a banger.
Yeah, this was definitely a banging track right here. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a beat that could have been in 1995, 1997 instead of
Hmm.
95 and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, Next track we got is Superstar, another one of my favorite tracks on this album. And I think it's safe to say that this might be their signature track,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yep.
First of all, I love that cameo sample. You know what I'm saying? They use that hanging
Ding
downtown
ding
sample,
ding
which
ding ding ding.
possibly my favorite cameo song right there, possibly. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Um, And Superstar itself was a very, 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 very great track. Love everyone's flow on that one and stuff like that. The beat definitely had a more atmospheric feel to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was a very, very dope album.
I
Very
could
dope
just
song.
listen to the beat the whole day. Like that's how banging it was. Like Superstar, Living Proof, the realness, like those beats, those are just timeless beats. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even need to hear like the rhyming on it. I could just listen to the whole instrumentals like for hours, and it's just a dope ass track. The beat, the bass line, the hi hats on it. The whole delivery from Dap and Nutcracker. You know, not like the way that Nutcracker started it, born in the ghetto, it's hard to survive. Some have achieved and many brothers tried, but I realized which life to choose. I want to make money, so I gotta pay dues. And so many like quotables. Give me super fat dough like Pablo Escobar. You know, just the dope ass track. And like I said, like this shit was everywhere. Like when this dropped, it was everywhere. Like you heard it out of cars. It was in, you know, on the radio, talked in 100 times a day. The video they played 100 times a day.
Right.
I was open for this. I was like, yo, like let me hear the album like this. And they definitely did their thing on this joint.
Yeah, indeed, they definitely did that thing. It's a very, very, very great song. All right. Now we're gonna have the Up Against the Wall Gateway Car Getaway Car Mix. Ah, my favorite version of this song. You know what I'm saying? My favorite version of this song. The beat from Primo has a very distinctive how can like the beat from Primo, it has a very distinctive rainy day kind of music, somber kind of feel to it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love how he starts off with that filtered bass line and then the piano comes like dun 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 dun. Like I love that. I love that song and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Also too, you know, what was I about to say? Also too, pay attention to the drum programming on that beat too from Primo and stuff like that too. Just to throw that out there. But yeah, this might be my second favorite track on this album.
This is the version I prefer more, the Getaway Comics. And I remember back in the day on Stretch and Barbito when they were Pete Rock was a guest on their show one time, and he freestyled to this beat and it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could find that freestyle with Pete Rock over this beat, bananas. Like that's when I knew, I'm like, yo, Pete Rock gonna be a great solo artist, man. Cause this is before Soul Survivor 1 came out. And
Right.
this the beat, like you said, like the beat, the bass line, the samba piano chords on it. It was just dope, man. I always prefer this mix over the other mix.
Same. All right, and I think we have one more song next. The Realness, you know what I'm saying, featuring Smile Together Kid and Brain Sick Enterprise. Um, so pretty much, you know, what's his name? Big Mouth. He pretty much, no, not Big Mouth. Nutcracker pretty much took this one out. It was just Dap and his guest appearances. Very, very, very dope track. A nice way to end off the album and everything like that too. And again, Primo, again, he definitely did not disappoint with that beat selection. So yeah, but
Yes,
fire.
banging beat. I love the rolling piano chords on it, the bass line, you know, the Prodigy sample, the realness, fire. Smiley the ghetto child, I think he stole the show on this. He said,
Yeah,
I want a Lex and clean sex and every apartment furnished in the whole projects. I don't regret becoming an MC. I only regret the real ghetto child memory. Killed it. Definitely a great way to end off this album. It's a banger.
banging up an album. Overall, um, this is actually a very great album, in my opinion. I definitely feel like I thought people should give them a break a little bit. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, you know, people want to say, "Oh, they're not the best lyricists," and I agree, they're not really the best lyricists, but when they come correct, they do come correct and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel like with this, with this revelation and everything like that too, we can actually just appreciate it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Primo definitely did his thing on the production. Love the production of Primo. All the other people like Guru and Jazz, their contributions as well too. Um, yeah, I definitely would give this a 4 out of 5.
Well, when you have Primo, who's like to me top two best producers ever, and you have the Gangstar Foundation, and think of the artists that's affiliated with that crew. You know what I'm saying? Gangstar. You got Guru doing his solo stuff with Jasmine Taz and Ballhead Slick and Big Shug. Teflon, MOP, Black Poet, J. Rue the Damager, Bahamadia. When you think of the MCs that Primo has worked with over the years and done classic records and albums for them, I think that, you know, when people gave, not even giving them a hard time, when people felt like, well, this, they don't measure up to the other MCs in the crew. You know what I'm saying?
especially
At
that.
least for like, well, Little Dap to me was the better MC than Nutcracker. But overall, when you look at it, it's like they're not even one of the best lyrically as a duo. When you had Outkast out there, when you had Smith and Wesson, Mob Deep, you know what I'm saying? Like that's effects. You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't one of the best duos lyrically, and they got that smoke for that. You know what I'm saying? But again, because Primo was such a great producer, you can overlook that. You know, because like I said, like we've heard worse lyrically. They're not the worst, duo on the mic. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
Primo is such a dope ass producer that he can make a classic album out of like average or below average and MC. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I looked at it. Like they wasn't one of the best duos lyrically, but the album was phenomenal because of the production and certain songs Nutcracker sounded, he had like the best verse than Dap, but Dap overall to me was the better lyricist, and his delivery and his voice fit perfect over Primo's boom bap production.
I agree.
And this is highly regarded to me as underrated classic. There's so many bangers on here. Sacrifice, Suspended in Time, The Realness, Living Proof, Superstar, Up Against the Wall. It's five mics for me. Definitely. I think this is one of Primo's best produced albums of his whole career.
I agree. I
This
put it up
definitely
there with
stacks up, definitely stacks up there with J. Rue's first two and
yes.
MOP, Fireman Squad and Warriors and
Oh yeah,
Armadillo Collage. Anything Primo has done, it stacks up right there with the best of the shit that he's done, especially for the '90s, because '90s and 2000s, early 2000s, he was in his bag, and I think he couldn't miss. So even with below average MCing, I think he still turned out a five mic classic.
respect, respect. All right. Before we get to inside the scene, I'm gonna take a brief intermission to fix something downstairs. I'll be right back. But that was a dope review. I loved your opinion on it.
Hey, bring us all a plate of food when you're done with that. You're making niggas hungry when you cooking your 5 course meal at 1:25 in the morning. Dog pound was dope. I would say I would put the dog pound over group home slightly. 'Cause I feel like Corrupt is like one of the best. Well, he was one of the best lyricists. I'm talking about Primo that produced like full albums. He didn't fully produce Ready to Die. He only did one song with it. I mean, like fully produced. This is definitely on that tier with his fully produced albums for other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely. What's your favorite tracks from Group Home, the Group Home album? 5 mics for sure. Q, we all know that you didn't listen to the album. It's okay. So nobody has favorite songs from this album? Come on. Y'all hip hop heads though, right? Nobody has 5 favorite songs from this album? You always in your own world. You can't even you can't even give me 3 good songs on this album. I gotta speak the truth. What you want me to lie? That wouldn't be me. Dogmouth, what's your favorite songs on this album? I can't believe none of y'all got favorite songs on this album, but y'all call yourself hip hop heads. I don't get it. You should tell me automatically your favorite tracks on this album or any album if I ask you. What y'all been playing? What's on y'all playlist? New albums, old albums, what y'all been playing? Where is Sam? I don't see Sam tonight. Sam, where you at? You lurking in here? The realness was great. I love it.
I'm at.
In the city, see, okay, in the city, that was dope.
So I'm just gonna do a quick inside the zine tonight. What's up, Dartmouth? What's up? Let's do a quick inside the zine. We do the issue that came out December '94 with Scarface. Oh shit! See, someone didn't take care of the magazines, right? What were y'all talking about?
Nothing. I want to know these people' favorite tracks on this album. Nobody can tell me shit. This is your fan base, Reg. This is your supporters.
Shit. Dartmouth said the realest in the city.
Said two. I asked for like 3 or 5 the tracks. Nobody can give me that.
Come on, yo.
These are your supporters here, because people I ask, they're gonna tell me off the bat their favorite tracks.
All right. So we gotta do. Try. We gotta talk about the mics.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna piss some people off.
No, that
I
was on the second album. That's not Living Proof. That was on the second album.
a
You
stupid
talking about the
motherfucker.
Alchemist joint? That's the Alchemist joint.
Yeah, I gotta re-listen to that second album. That's been years since I heard that. Cause
I
I know
actually
they had a.
played that when we did the Alchemist beat battle. I played that song.
That's what's up. Cause I know they had a falling out with Primo after this album came out because pretty much Primo said that they were kind of lazy and everything, and then
See, you wonder why they were getting smoked for their lyricism, because it sounded lazy.
he pretty much said they felt like stars and shit. That's what he said. Just paraphrasing.
But Boyz II Men felt like stars after their first album, and look what happened with them. Hall of
Right.
Famers, future Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
Primo could tell that, what does that tell you? You could tell. This is why back when this album dropped, people felt like they were doing ABC rhymes, like their rhymes were lazy, because they producer even said it.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. But anyway, let's get these rankings and shit. Brand Nubians. Wait a minute. Hold up. That's weird. Okay, so it's supposed to be Brand Nubians. Everything is everything, but they said it's self-titled album. But everything is everything. 4 mics. That's
I
a
think it's too
solid
high.
rating.
I think it's too high, but that's just me.
Yeah, here we go.
I just think I don't feel like it's on that same tier as the first two Brand Nubian albums.
Shit.
Why did it say self-titled? If they're self-titled, why did they say self-titled if it's not self-titled?
I have no idea. Somebody must have been drinking when they did this review.
Maybe they were planning on making it a self-title before they end up changing the title.
That's possible. That's possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I like everything is everything. Straight from the head. All of that. Hold on, those are my joints and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's a solid rating.
Of course, you would say that.
PMD Shade Business, 3 mics.
That's fair. Yes. I don't. I feel like businesses is better album.
Yeah, I never liked this album because he went too much on that West Coast shit with this one,
Mm, yeah.
and then some of his punchlines was kind of on this album too. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
business is business. I was like, yeah, he found himself again. Craig Mack, Project Funk the World, 4 mics, fair
I
rating.
would say I would say 5 mics. I think it's a classic.
Oh yeah, 4 or 5 mics. Yeah,
For to be on Bad Boy, and for Craig Mack to be like, yo, I'm not Biggie. I'm not doing no radio friendly tracks. I'm gonna produce the shit myself and Moby, and I'm gonna give you bangers. And he still went platinum. You know, Flavor in Your Ear, one of the best records ever. Get Down was a great second single, and I think it's a classic.
yeah. I'm
You
not
know what I'm
mad
saying?
about
He had no
that. No, no.
features on there. He still had Diddy fucking, ad libbing in the background and shit, but
Making moves with Puff.
he might be the only artist on Bad Boy to be like an underground artist and still go platinum. Nobody else has done that. Not G Dub, not Black Rob, not definitely not Loon. You know what I'm saying? They like he was marketed as an underground artist and he went platinum. So he's the only one really on Bad Boy to do that.
Salute. Yeah, you're right about that.
Rest in peace, Craig Mack.
Rest in peace. All right, next album, Lords of the Underground, Keepers of the Funk. 3.5 mics.
That was dope. I don't think it was better than the first album though. I think the first album was classic.
I agree.
Keepers of the Funk
This
was dope. It wasn't as great as the first one though.
I would give this 4 mics, honestly.
You would
I
give it four
recently
mics?
yeah, I re-listened to this album a while back ago. I like the
Right.
production here. Molly Mall definitely did his thing on
Hmm.
majority of production and shit too. So fair rating. 4 Deep, what's really going on? 3.5 mics. I don't know who 4 Deep is.
I ain't heard.
All
I
right.
know Mob Deep. I don't know Four Deep.
Right. Okay, I think I got about 3 more albums left. Sibo, The Autopsy, 3.5 mics.
I didn't hear that one.
I never really heard a Sibo album to be real with you.
Right.
Milk, Never Dated EP, 3 mics. Never heard of Milk
Mm.
either.
I remember when that came out. I didn't hear it though. He tried to come. He tried to do like a comeback for that time.
Oh wow. And finally, Society, Yes and Dead EP, 3 mics.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him either.
What is it? Society, Yes and Dead.
Yeah,
Never heard of him.
and that's it.
Oh wow, a quick issue. I
Well, we
think.
can
I
do this.
think. We gotta do another one. I think this is like the most accurate when it came to their ratings. Like I don't really, other than the Craig Mack one, I think it should have been five mics. But
Yeah,
the most of the other albums were like the accurate ratings. You know.
yeah. Let's just knock this one out the park and shit. Because I'm
Yeah.
this is gonna be the last one I'm gonna end out the stream and shit. Because I'm already running low on StreamYard minutes for this account. But I got the June 1997 issue with the Wu Tang for the Wu
Mm,
Tang Forever.
yes.
All right. I just want to make my food, work on some music, and go to bed. I'm tired. Yada 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 yada. All right. They gave us one accurate one. Let's see what this one brings.
Right.
Boot camp click for the people. 3.5 mics. Too high.
You think it's too high?
Too high. Should have been 2 mics.
You're the only one that don't like the album, bro. I thought
No,
the album was
there's really a lot of motherfuckers that don't like the album.
really wow.
Yes. I'm not the only one. They say the same thing. It was a bit too
It's not
commercial.
I think the best boot camp album to me is the Last Stand. Last Stand was phenomenal.
Yes. I love
Chosen
that record.
Few, I gotta hear that again. I heard like some joints from Chosen Few. I don't remember the whole thing though.
That was okay. I gotta re-listen to it too, honestly. It was
Yeah.
alright.
And I was on a street team. I was like promoting Chosen Few and all the DVDs they had coming out at that time. But I only remember a couple songs from Chosen Few, you
Yeah, because
know.
it wasn't really that memorable and shit.
But
I like the album. I like the album cover when they're like in
yeah,
the
the album cover
basketball.
with the jerseys and yeah, that was dope. For the people, I only remember like two or three songs on that. Like the Illinois joint was fire, and the Heads Ain't Ready joint. I wish they had put the remix on there, but
I wish they would put the original version with the
yeah, the original joint, right?
but we
You
all
know what
know
I mean?
why.
But yeah, again, Puffy and his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why people can't stand him. You know,
And that's the reason for the beef between Bad Boy and
mm,
Boot Camp. That's the reason why it started and
they
shit.
would they he didn't want no like. Listen, like you already was in a coastal feud with Death Row. That was a lot for them to handle. You definitely didn't want to go at it with Boot Camp because other than Biggie, who else you had that was going to compete? That was going to battle Boot Camp. You ain't had
Well,
nobody. They
well,
didn't have
Faith
Mace at
Evans.
that time. Huh?
Well, Faith Evans.
They didn't have the locks at that time on Mace, and they wasn't. Even if they did, they wasn't gonna. They wasn't gonna battle boot camp. They on a different level, and him and his bullshit is politics is the reason why that OG mix never got on the album and shit. But
Bro,
um, I gotta
that
hear that.
OG,
It's been years since I heard that album. Huh?
that OG Has Ain't Ready is such
Yeah,
a fucking banging that. Every time I hear it, I get mad at Puff just for doing
yeah,
what he did.
yeah. You know, it's just stupid.
Has ain't ready for the shit we got. Has ain't ready. Oh man.
They
Um,
need a new boot camp album now. I think though it's been too many years.
right. But regarding of this album, I think they only like two songs,
Mm-hmm.
Ragtime and Night Riders. But
Now I just
I most like the one with Aaliyah, the version with
yeah,
Aaliyah.
that was
That's my
dope.
dream.
I remember that.
Yeah, man. All right. Jungle Brothers Raw Deluxe. We just recently talked about this album.
That was great.
Um, Three Mics.
That was their to me that was their Stakes is High album. That was their comeback album. You know, it was a different like environment for rap at that time. And what was that, like 97 that came out?
Yes, sir.
You know, they were gone for a minute and they reintroduced themselves to everyone and that was a solid album. That's to me that's one of their best albums.
I agree. Way better than the one that came out in
Yeah.
'93.
Yeah, I didn't like just that
Oh
JB's.
my.
I didn't like that JB's with the Remedy shit. That shit
Yeah.
was awful.
But I will give Raw Deluxe 4 mics, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to hear the joint they came out with and the VIP
Mm,
album on the 2000. I need to hear that one.
yeah.
Um, then we have Crew with Dirty 30,
Oh yes,
3.5 mics.
definitely. I just got that on vinyl this past spring. Definitely, that's underrated joint. And for them to have like what like 27 tracks and it's not a double album. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like one long ass album and a lot of bangers on that. They got skits on there. Yeah, but CRU that definitely is a underrated great album.
See, all right. I heard bits and pieces of that album, but I never
Mhm.
actually heard the album full.
It's dope. Definitely a banger. Yogi went on to produce stuff for Bad Boy. Somehow Puffy is still connected to this conversation. I don't know why. But Yogi went on to do stuff for Bad Boy, after they the group broke up and shit. I don't know what happened to the Puerto Rican cat, but yeah, that's a banger. Definitely.
Yes, definitely. All right. Then we have Steady Mobbin, premeditated drama, 3.5 mics. This is a No Limit album. I never heard this one.
Okay.
Twister, Adrenaline Rush, 3 mics. Way too fucking low.
I think I have that one. Is that the one where he's like upside down? Oh, that's not the one.
That's Kamikaze.
Kamikaze. I got Kamikaze and Tarantula and was it the day after? I think it's the day
Yeah.
after. Yeah, so I don't have Adrenaline Rush.
Um, Adrenaline Rush is my favorite Twister album. I
Mm,
have Kamikaze. I never liked Kamikaze, be real with you.
right.
But too commercial for me. But Adrenaline Rush was definitely his magnum opus and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? That had joints like Emotions. Um, there was one other joint he came out with. It feels so good. Make it wet. I mean, Twister was just doing his thing with that one and stuff like that too. And Twister fans don't. There's a lot of Twister fans that don't really give that album as just. He was always kamikaze, kamikaze, kamikaze. If I hear slow jams, I mean, I like slow jams. But I'm so
So
tired of
Slow
that
Jam
song.
was the drink, but I mean to me, I think Slow Jams put him in a different audience.
It did.
Like because Kanye had just he was new on the scene, college dropout didn't drop yet.
No pun intended.
Um, the he eventually signed with Rockefeller. I think that really put him on with a broader audience, like once that came out. And it was a great record. Jamie Foxx was on it.
Right. All right. Homicide, Ghetto Land, 3 mics. I never heard this album. Okay. The Delinquents, Big Moves, Three Mics.
I didn't hear
Never
that
heard
one.
this.
I heard another Delinquents album. It wasn't that one though.
Then we have Vu Odu, Dark Regions, 3.5 mics.
Never
Never
heard
heard
of
of
it.
this.
That shit sound like some fucking witchcraft that you saying.
Right. And I think that's it.
That's it.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this off right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I am tired and I just want to get some shit done before I go to bed. So tomorrow at midnight, I'm just gonna do the Amen sitcom retrospective and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can't wait to talk about that.
Yes.
Also, yeah, I didn't forget about the Andre review. I didn't forget about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't forget. I am going to be off on Thursday, so I might just do the Andre review right after the Amen and everything like that too. I'm just going to pre-record that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. After that, I'm chilling until maybe Sunday and everything like that. I'm taking the whole Thanksgiving off and everything,
Yeah.
so just need a little break.
Which one is worse, Eminem Kamikaze or Twister?
M&M's.
Definitely Eminem. That's one of his worst albums ever. When I thought Encore could not get, well, Encore was bad, but I didn't think it could get worse than Encore, and he proved that more than one time.
Revival was to me. Revival is his worst album. I'm gonna be real with you.
Revival is in that same group with Encore and Kamikaze. All that shit was bad.
Music to be murdered by. I like that one. Believe it or not, I like music to be
Mm,
murdered by.
I didn't even hear the second one. I I
I didn't hear. I didn't hear the
I'm
second.
already done with Eminem. Like if Eminem say I heard he's working on new music. I don't know why. Like I know I don't want to hear no more Eminem shit.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? Unless you tell me he's doing a collab album with Alchemist or Derringer, I don't hear nothing from Eminem no more. I think he's done. I think it's over for him. I think it's over for Drake. There's a lot of other artists that they time is coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? I feel like LL, if LL don't drop this album with Q-Tip and if it's bad, he's gonna be done also. Just retire. Bad Me Tiva
oh,
was trash. Didn't like that album.
I hated that album.
I like Marshall Mathers LP more than all that other shit that he got out recently, and that wasn't even a great album.
Was your Marshall Mathers LP?
Part two. That
Yeah,
was that was listenable. Yeah, that was listenable. I have it. That was listenable compared to
yeah.
Revival and Kamikaze and all that shit he got.
My only
But it
gripe with
wasn't it
Marshall
wasn't
Mathers.
a great sequel. This is why I don't like them. I don't like it when they do sequels for classic albums because it's gonna be hard to duplicate that classic album. And that's what he tried to do. It wasn't a classic sequel, but I could listen to it compared to all that other shit he got.
My only gripe with Marshall Mathers LP 2 was the fact that the production, the Rick Rubin production, was a bit too inconsistent to
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Ah, and I'm like, come on, Rick, man, come on, like, come on.
Rick Rubin was when you listen to that album, Rick Rubin was like trying to relive 85 and 86. I'm like, no,
Yes,
this is not Run DMC, Rick. Eminem is different from Run DMC. You can't give him the same type of beats you would give Run DMC.
I did like Rap God. I love Rap God.
I hate that song.
Um, what?
I don't like that song on that album. I
Oh,
always
come on.
don't like I could pull out the album and show you and tell you my favorite tracks. I don't like that song. Never liked it.
I hate that one with Kendrick, the Love Game. So I don't like that one just because of that beat.
I don't even remember that song. I like the Headlights joint he did with the guy from Fun, that group. That was
Oh,
like a reconcile song to his mom.
yeah, I know
After
which one you
after
mean.
he like put on blast with clean out my closet. Um
Sorry, mom.
Survival, the survival joint was dope. That was from the Call of Duty game when that came out.
Oh,
I think the Rihanna song is on there, right? The Monster.
yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. He got a couple joints. He got some joints on there, but it wasn't no great album, man. That was not a great sequel.
And people are, and you're right to your opinion and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? That
Rap,
was that.
rap.
That
I
was
mean, people like Rap God. He got nominated, I think, for a Grammy for that. I'm like, I never liked that song.
That was the fastest rapping he's ever done in his career, and
Yeah.
he
But he
so
he was he was doing fast rap and forgot about Drake, and that was a way better record.
that's true. All right, but other than that, I'm gonna end this off right here. Sunday, I'm gonna definitely come back with the dancehall reviews. If I'm not working 3 to 11 on Sunday, I might just do the dancehall reviews and another separate review for Salt and Pepper's Black Magic. You know what I'm saying? My favorite Salt and Pepper album, which yeah, I can't wait for talk about that one. Anything you want to say before we head out?
I just did the live tonight with Max from Ready to Retro. Shout out to them. It was a great live. We showed off some of our vinyl, rap vinyl across the years, and um tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, Friday, look out for the new episode, 80s and 90s podcast. We're gonna be talking about the Andre album. We're gonna be talking about Diddy and his issues and with Cassie and a whole bunch of other stuff. So
Ooh,
Saturday, me and Mike going live after Survivor Series War Games to review that whole pay-per-view and talk about Randy Orton coming back and all that stuff.
all right, bet. Well, without further ado, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.